the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
On the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
He finds Fant. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing from the gun here. Completed to his running back. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From just shy of midfield on second down. Catch made over the middle. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They'll try and throw it here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Throwing on third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Jackson Smith and Jigba. And now they're staring at fourth and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That's taken at the 15. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be Texans football. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Milton back to throw. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second and 3 now. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now Milton to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this gets all the way down inside the 5. The officials blow it dead at the 4-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he takes it up to about the 6 for a short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Through 1 quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They are facing 2nd down deep on their own end. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Azeez Al-Shire has it. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Milton now. This throw is caught. Touchdown, Houston. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Putting a receiver in motion. Now he'll throw off the play fake. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down. To throw, Milton. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Vacates quickly left side. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Texans pull out in front further, 13-zip. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Hits his running back. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. He's going to throw this one. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. It's inside the 10. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Charbonnet can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Again, the give to Charbonnet. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Setting up a throw. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back! Because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Milton. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now, Milton. Short pass brought in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Milton. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Still going through the 25. And he's out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
Let's go now.
He'll throw it yet again. Brought in right side. They pick up 20 yards there. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Still sticking with the passing game. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second and 4. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's Milton. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. A good defensive play breaks that one up. And now it's 2nd down. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. This from 48 on the left hash. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This kick from the left side. Everly's kick is good. And our 1st half ends with 3 points. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing. Complete out to the right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Milton back to throw. Collins there to grab it. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10, a run to Mixon. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 13. Has him on the quick hitter. Running in the red zone. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Throwing off the play fake here. And in for the Houston touchdown. Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans make it a 24-point ball game. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pass play coming here. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use it.
He loses the football. And they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next. They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
And they pick him off again! Kamari Lassiter with the pick! And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback. but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. On the ground again with Mixon. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Milton now. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans parlay the interception into points. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Point after, up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans continue piling on to this lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Looking for George Pickens that time. And things look tougher now with
to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long. They're going for this. That's cut beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing from the gun. He's going to push one deep. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Texans get it back on his 6th interception of the season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best-case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Texans football as we start the 4th, and they hold a commanding advantage here. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. A give to Mixon up the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
Now he'll throw off the play fake. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go, second and very long. Complete out to the right side. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Houston! The Texans throwing 6 more on the blowout. Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans grow their lead yet again. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here. From the 36. Getting out to his left. And he crosses midfield before going out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing now from the gun. Finds Smith and Jigba. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offense in the hurry up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Flush down out to his left.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Back to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Still inches to go on 3rd down. He'll throw it. He completes it in traffic. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one doesn't find its man, incomplete.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Second and 10 now. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. That one gains 7. And the Seahawks will have a first down. They kick the running back in motion. They are throwing it again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it sets up a Houston first. So it's the Texans who defend their building and take the win. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.